Hey Cancer, and welcome to Weekend Tarot Love Reading. Yeah. Cancers. I always express to you Cancers about how wonderful you are. You know what? This is gonna sound real egotistical, but take a deep breath here because I'm a Cancer. Yep, cat's out of the bag. I'm a Cancer too. So, what draws you to tarot on your weekend, Cancer? What answers are you seeking for yourself? Is it a person that you put way too much your focus on? Why I say that, Cancer, is that us Cancers can tend to overgive, thinking that's what's going to attract people to our life. Because they feel like you don't notice, feel like you are not noticed as much as you notice other people. And you put too much of yourself out there thinking that that's going to attract people towards you. There has to be a balance. In fact, it's kind of showing up in your first card here. This card is Justice. Justice has a scale, right? Scales are all about balance. So we're going to see how this unfolds for you, Cancer, for your weekend tarot love reading. Oh, Cancer. What are you trying to search for here? Because I could definitely feel the flutters in your heart chakra. And it's not a good flutter, though. Like, it's not a flutter that, like, makes me feel really passionate. It's more, that disappointment. It's not really wounds. It's just more or less, I'm not appreciated the way I feel like I should be appreciated type of feeling. So, why are you not feeling appreciated right now, Cancer? What's keeping you from feeling appreciated? Is it because there's no equal give and take? You're expecting people to give back to you as much as you give to them? Here's the secret with that, Cancer. You give with no expectations. When you do that, you release yourself from the chains of having that person give back to you. When you give with no expectations, guess what happens, Cancer? You tend to receive. Because the thing that keeps you from receiving are those expectations that you're not even aware of. Ooh, Cancer. That goes deep. That goes deep. So what we're going to do that about yourself, Cancer. I'm only laughing because of what the next card I'm going to draw here. What are cups, Cancer? What are cups? So, and you're hoping that your person feels just as passionate as you do about him because you're looking for that equal give and take. We're going to draw the rest of the cards up, but we've just been talking about this and it's showing up in your reading. Ooh, Cancer, 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 Cancer. Cancer, Cancer. Oh my gosh, Cancer. Come on now, really? I feel you, because I understand this about you, because I already expressed that I'm a Cancer too, and I had to learn how not to overgive, thinking that if I just give them a lot, they'll start appreciating me. And I didn't really do it on a conscious level for myself, Cancer. It was more subconscious. I thought I had this belief system about myself. Mind you, I said belief system. About myself that, like you, if I overgave, I didn't really think it was overgiving. But if I wasn't receiving as much as I put out there, then I'm overgiving. Because it should be equal give and take, which is showing up in your first card here with the scales there. The scales are all about balance. Give as much as you receive. In fact, Cancer, do that. Give as much as you receive. That might help you balance out. Might give you a different perspective on how much you were overgiving. Then what's going to happen is when you try to do that, you're going to be like, well, I'm not getting what I thought I should get. That's all based on expectation. Maybe the universe is trying to show you how it works, about the equal give and take. Because what I'm also seeing here is you focusing on the universe giving you what you're putting out there. That's also based on expectations. But in fact, your biggest block right now, Cancer, is all based on expectations. Because it's even showing up in the middle of your reading. Expectations. You're focused on something. You focus way too much on it, not seeing all the beauty that's surrounding you because you're focused on one thing. You're just trying to learn from that one thing. When you're surrounded by all these different experiences you can learn from too, but you're focused on one thing. And you continuously focus on one thing. If I master just one thing, what are you trying to master, Cancer? What are you trying to master? It's okay mastering things, but I'm just asking because you're distracted by everything else surrounding you by focusing on that one thing you're trying to manifest. So it's a form of what? Escapism. You're focused on one thing, trying to escape things that you don't want to face. So Cancer, that's part of your balance. You don't want to face the fact that you overgive, thinking that people are going to appreciate you more. You know how people appreciate you more, Cancer? Is by appreciating yourself that way first. That's the key. You have to appreciate yourself that way first before other people appreciate you that way too. So you can't give to people thinking they're going to appreciate you when you don't even appreciate yourself that way. That's why you overgive, because you don't appreciate yourself. So you just give it out to everybody else because you keep yourself out of the equation. You just don't see it that way because ego doesn't like to perceive that you're less than. But that's how you're feeling about yourself. Don't mind you, I said feels, because your Cancers are all about your feelings, right? It's not even showing up in your card here. You're hoping that, hey, if I just give my masculine, it's a masculine energy here, my masculine, all my feelings to him, that's what is gonna make him come rushing in towards me. That's why this card's in reverse. This is your perception. This is your perception, Cancer. But in reality, what's happening is going the other way. And then you see him going out of the way, you see him with a cup, you're like, wait, that's my cup. Where are you going? Because he gave him so much, right? You gave him everything. Expecting when he gave him everything, he would just become rushing in, giving you the same thing. But all it did was make him head off in a different direction. Because he's mirroring back to you how you're leaving yourself out of the equation. It's an equal balance. You have to give yourself just as much as you put out. You have to give yourself just as much as you're giving out. You have to have that equal give and take. You have to have a balance in that. And of course, what makes that challenging for you is how much focus you put on your person. Again, you're giving too much of yourself out there and not receiving enough. Thinking that, hey, if I just give my all to everybody else, they'll start doing that for me too. Look at me, guys. I'm over here too. I'm giving you everything. And then crickets. Crickets, crickets, crickets. You don't get back what you put out. Cancer. When are you going to learn that not to overgive? Thinking that people are going to reciprocate that back to you. In fact, if anything, your overgiving has caused you a lot of conflict. Because you're expecting that when you overgive, even though you don't perceive it that way, Cancer, that they're going to return it back to you, then you're disappointed when they don't. In fact, inside of you, you feel like this, but you keep it within you because you are Cancer. You don't feel like anybody would hear you anyways. Right, Cancer? Especially in this wounded energy you're in. Yeah, it's a wounded energy. Because you're not balanced. If you were balanced, that would be healthy energy. If you're balanced, that would be healthy energy. But right now, you're over giving, thinking people are going to reciprocate it back to you. So you're giving with expectations, mind you. And what's the universe going to mirror back to you? Those expectations. But it's not going to be in a way that you think it will be. You're thinking that, well, if I overgive, the universe will mirror that back to me. Well, that's an expectation to you. So what the universe is going to mirror back to you are those expectations first. Until you learn those lessons that you get with no expectations. And that's probably one of the hardest lessons Cancers can learn. And that all starts from valuing yourself just as much, or if not more, than other people. Because when you do that, it's going to feel like you're valuing yourself more than other people because you're overgiving still, Cancer. Because you're still overgiving. So you gotta learn how to give yourself more than anyone else. And at that moment, because it's gonna feel that way, you're actually more likely equally giving and receiving. Well, Cancer, I love you a lot. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.